is Tuesday, September 30th, 2008, and here on the Emerald Isle, we remain vulnerable, like a child.
Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Break. And we are waiting for the day when the whole country gets wise.
Sola, you would not believe what I heard recently.
What? You look like this one burning your tongue.
You got hot? Yes, you got that right. I am still in shock. Do you know that the police arrested the owner of the only newspaper on the island?
What? When this happened?
This past week. From what I could hear, it sounded like a vendetta to embarrass him. Okay? I had arrested him at the airport as soon as he cleared customs. Do you want to take a stab at what he was charged with?
Well, if the arrest at the airport, it can't be anything less than rape or murder or robbery.
Well, it was none of the above. He was arrested for tax evasion.
Tax evasion? So out of all the people living in Montserrat, he's the only one who has not paid his taxes?
You would think so, considering that his arrest is the first I know of for tax evasion. Although I hear rumors that at least 10 prominent members of Montserrat society are also guilty of the same charge.
Knowing all that, I would have to say that the police or whosoever is that stick the police funny really didn't want to embarrass him. So what happened after that?
Well, what do you think? They had no case and it was dismissed.
Figures.
Oh, on another note, I'm really beginning to consider changing my social status in Montserrat.
What do you mean by changing social status? What are you talking about, Miss Sifra? Tell me where you're going with this.
Okay, alright. Well, I heard somebody say that they're building a new concrete house for a crazy man in Davie Hill. You hear anything about this?
What you saying for a crazy man? This is the first time I hear this one.
Well, people say that the house looks like it have at least 3 bedrooms, veranda, porch, fully concrete. What's more, it's being built right in the middle of a temporary housing community that the government promised to rebuild into permanent concrete houses since the start of the volcanic eruption. This house that is being built for this crazy person is the only concrete structure built by government there, and it's for a crazy person.
Well, I wonder if I'm ever going to get used to Montserrat. So what are you telling me now? Crazy people in Montserrat will be living better than the same ones? What is this?
And the crazy people won't even know it. That's the sad part. Now, do you see why I'm considering changing my social status?
You mean your mental status?
True. Now, before we leave, let's talk about Marcus Garvey's crab in a basket description of constructions last week. Do you have any idea what that means?
You know, last week I have been thinking about this all the time. I'm not sure I get it.
Oh, well, as I see it, okay, if you put a whole lot of crabs in a basket or bucket and watch them, I suspect that whenever a crab gets close to getting to the surface or up the top, all the other crabs will rush it and pull it back down. So I believe that's Marcus Garvey's concept of the crabs in a basket.
Ouch. The truth really does hurt.
Talking about hurt, I heard some men having a really heated conversation about Montserrat's current trend of arresting baby daddies for unpaid child support.
Well, I bet the conversation was heated because they would like to be able to ignore their responsibilities and get away with it.
Well, from what I gather, the men felt that Montserrat was being unfair to some of the baby daddies that have been arrested and are being arrested, like the one last week.
Well, what was so unfair about that?
Well, the guy was sent to prison for 3 months for not paying his child support. However, they say while he is unemployed, the mother of the children is employed and driving around in a brand new car. What's worse, when he gets out of jail, he only has a short period of time to come up with to pay the money that he owes. And if he don't pay, he goes right back to jail. You understand? The man said this was a clear case of double jeopardy.
I think it may create enough fear to make them pay. Because I'm sure if the guy paid something, he backside will be in jail. Because he showed them effort, you understand, he wouldn't be there. they should do this in other countries. That's what I think.
I guess that's just about as sympathetic as it gets around here when it comes to that. I tried.
We'll keep our ears to the street and fill you in next week right here
On Coffee Break.